Shri Naveen Jindal, Chancellor O.P. Jindal Global University, Vice Chancellor Sri Raj Kumar, Ms. Dr. Y.S.R. Murthy, Registrar, Professor Sean Bala, brother judges from other high courts, Mrs. Savitri Jindal, Mrs. Shalu Jindal, Mr. Shanti Bhushan, Jayant Bhushan, other distinguished guests, faculty, parents, dear students who are graduating from the business school, the School of International Affairs, School of Law, Liberal Arts and Public Policy. It is truly a great pleasure to address the 7th convocation ceremony of the O.P. Jindal Global University. And at the outset, I congratulate each one of the graduating students who will be embarking on their professional journeys from today. More importantly, congratulations need to be extended to the parents of the graduates who must be feeling such a sense of pride and sheer joy in what your child has achieved. So my heartiest congratulations to every parent, grandparent, uncle and aunt in this room. You, the graduating students, are extremely lucky for several reasons. It has been a long evening for you, and I'm sure you're not prepared to hear a long, drawn lecture. So I will, you know, you know, with expertise in nothing else but law, I am not at all placed to address the learned learnings of the School of Business Affairs, International Affairs, Liberal Arts or Public Policy. But I would really fail in my duty if I did not speak to you at all. Of course, you're lucky for not only graduating today, but graduating from one of India's youngest but most impressive universities. This moment cannot pass without recognizing the brilliant leadership and energy of Professor Rajkumar, as well as the distinguished faculty which has groomed and marshaled you. Each time I meet Professor Rajkumar or engage with anything related to the Jeju, as I heard today for the first time, and it's a very interesting acronym, but I am deeply impressed with the commitment of the faculty and the diversity and the range. I'm told that 28 countries are represented on the faculty. It is truly impressive, and you cannot imagine how envious I feel of the opportunity that all of you have had. So a special appreciation of the highly talented faculty at the university who have had this great role in shaping and expanding your horizons, inculcating values in each one of you which will benefit you professionally and personally, as well as giving you a glimpse of what to expect in your chosen fields. I have been hearing the students talking about their experiences at Jeju, and what has worried me is the feeling and sense that there are difficulties and the road is like a typical Haryanvi road. It is not so. This is a process of growth and development, and each one of us has to undertake this with a sense of accomplishment, achievement, and an excitement at what the future holds. Please remember, and these are the 3 dictates which I have for myself. I call them the 3 H's. It is hard work, humility, and honesty, with which you have to commit yourself, apply yourself with everything that you're going to endeavor, and rest assured that there is success. My experience in life has shown that if God closes a window, He opens the doors of palaces for you. So this is not Jindal's closing its doors for you. The doors are ever open, but there are doors in bigger Jindals which are awaiting you. So don't look at this graduation or this shift from your student career into something that is very drastic and you need to be fearful. You today are so fortunate. You heard the Honorable Vice President talk of opportunities and online and the kind of opportunities, innovations which are available to you we couldn't even dream of when we were graduating. When I left school in 1975, graduated from college in 1978 and got my law degree in 1981. There were hardly any women in the profession when I went to the High Court. There were not even a handful. And women lawyers were known only for taking adjournments. Mr. Shanti Bhushan is here in the audience. I see Jayant and his wife, a very learned lawyer, very competent lawyer. And if you were first generation, it was almost impossible. So you were expected to take passovers of cases or adjournments, and it is an uphill task. I'm often told that you're breaking glass ceilings. To my mind, it is not any breaking of a glass ceiling, but you should feel that you have achieved something only if you have been able to take someone else up with you. This is what Indira Nui, who heads the CEO, who is the CEO of PepsiCo, says, that whenever she reminds young people always that as you are moving ahead, make sure you carry someone who is not so privileged along with you. One very important lesson which I would like to give to the students as you leave your college. You in your college are so busy with your grades, going to moot courts and competitions, that you forget yourself, and life becomes one big competition. You're either competing with your sibling, or you're competing with your neighbor, or you're competing with your colleagues at work. And what really happens is that the whole process, what should be a beautiful process of growth and development and achievement, really becomes a period of castigation and criticism of either the person with whom you're competing or of your own achievements. I would request each one of you to remember that you must compete only with yourself and nobody else in life. So this moment really marks a transitional moment for each one of you from academia to the real world, which would entail a dramatic change in perspective. It means going from the abstract to the concrete. In university, you dance with hypotheticals. Now in practice, you will dine on reality. And believe me, as borrowing from the spirit of the Vice President, that both are equally tasty. Looking ahead, I see a bright future for each one of you. I'm sure you are going to make wonderful lawyers, great policy makers, business leaders. Without doubt, and as lawyers, many of you will come to my court as well and argue landmark cases. Some of you may become great judges. Some of you may even return to Jindal as professors. Some of you may also pursue higher studies. All avenues are wide open for you. But, however, you must remember that no matter where you focus your energies, you must always grasp opportunities to lead change around you. This is critically important for you so that you remain grounded to your roots. It is important for you to stay connected to the problems facing not only yourself, don't isolate yourself, but facing the society. And more importantly, each one of you must engage in alleviating such problems. Please don't become an island unto yourself, aimed at only achieving or succeeding on what you perceive as success. Real success is when you have engaged with social issues, taken somebody who's lesser privileged and lesser accomplished further ahead as you walk ahead. What you need to do is broaden your horizons, your energetic minds, and develop fresh ideas, not just for your own benefit or for the benefits of your immediate families, your immediate institution, or the industry, but also for others in our society. Whenever we look at corporate social responsibility, and I'm talking to lawyers in the corporate world, I tell them to remind themselves of something, that charity begins at home. So if you're looking, we have had a statement about the wonderful, sensitive manner in which Mr. Naveen Jindal is operating. But then, at the same time, it is not always so. Charity begins at home is to ensure that your labor gets its full dues, that all its rights and interests are fully looked after. The gardener who works in the garden has drinking water available to him and access to a toilet, which most of the time they don't. These are very minor examples. But as you, from the business school, enter industry, as you in policy look at making policies for institutions, you must ensure that rights of everybody, especially the marginalized, are looked after. No matter which endeavor you decide to pursue, you will have opportunities to participate in, or if none are available, lead innovative social changes around you and to assist others with whom you share your space and your country, but who are not as fortunate as you in terms of access to opportunities and a decent life. I would especially urge you to incorporate social innovation for bringing about positive social change. Please take up varied roles, that of a leader, a learner, as well as an advisor in whichever profession you pursue. I would again urge you, implore upon you to ensure that you look at social innovation. The contemporary needs of the society and of our nation traverse various marginalized groups, and you must pick up the mantle to work for them with a sense of compassion and brotherhood, since the development of a country rests on the spirit of compassion, a cornerstone from our ancient learning. It is generally believed incorrectly that innovation can only be in terms of technology, but innovation can even be more relevant in social contexts in bringing about positive social change. I'll share an example since Professor Rajkumar has wanted me to share some personal experiences. In the year 2008, I had occasion to hear an appeal against a rape conviction of an 8-year-old child. It's too late for me to get into the intricate details, but to cut a long story short, the child was a Tamil child who had alleged that she had been raped by her 19-year-old neighbor, and they were not of the same regional area or the same community. And the statements which were recorded of this child at 3 different stages showed the extreme barrier which linguistics would have provided. The investigating officer had recorded the statement of the child as galat kam. The magistrate who recorded this girl's young child's statement recorded it as buri harkate. And the judge who recorded the trial recorded it as gandhi harkate. So, it showed these 3 statements. I apologize to the friends from overseas. Linguistics is an immediate barrier for them to comprehend what I've just said. But what these 3 statements showed, 2 things. One is the fact that the policeman, the investigator, and the trial judge were reluctant to engage with issues relating to rape and were not even willing to articulate the bare minimum necessary to ensure that the ingredients of the offense were brought in. The second thing which this showed was the barrier which linguistics would have been. This Tamil child was a driver's daughter, and obviously was obviously not speaking good Northern Indian language. And this by itself would have impeded this child's access to justice. So after I wrote this judgment, in this judgment I had collated guidelines relating to sexual violence and how the investigation, etc., must take place. And I also noted the baggage which the judge and the magistrate and the policeman were carrying in engaging with issues relating to rape. After I was forced to acquit because there was really no evidence to make out a case for rape. After this judgment, the then Chief Justice A.P. Shah had appointed me a committee to look at the working of the rape law, and he vested this responsibility on me as heading the committee. And I worked on it for a period from 2009 to 2012. I'm sharing this example as an instance of what I used technology, but it was purely a judicial intervention and a judicial innovation. And we were able to design a courtroom where we completely obviate any interface between the perpetrator of the offense and a victim of rape. The first such courtroom, it was an overseas and international collaboration with organizations from South Africa, Canada, US, Scandinavian countries. We formulated guidelines. We negotiated and engaged with psychologists and child right experts before we put in this module. It's called the Vulnerable Witness Deposition Complex. The first such complex, there is no other such complex anywhere in India. There is none in Asia. There's none in Africa. and very few in several other parts of the world. But we completely prevent the interaction, any interface between the accused and the victim. We pick up the victim with a facilitator, and we bring her or she, several instances of boys complaining of sodomy and incest and all kinds of difficulties. And we have since 2009, now this was 12 September 2009, way before Nirbhaya happened. Nirbhaya happened on 16th December 2009, and yet Delhi has come to be called the rape capital and insensitive to the rights of the rape victim. But we have since then established such courts, more than one court, in all our district complexes, in 6 out of 7 district complexes. And since 12th of September 2009, we have recorded the testimony of 5,300 victims of rape using this module, where we have found, the judges tell me, when the witnesses come in, they're full of trepidation, extremely scared and nervous. But after the meeting with the judge and the treatment that they're given in that facility, they're so full of confidence that if the case is adjourned, they want to bring all kinds of relatives and neighbors and friends just to show off how well they are treated. What has happened is that so far as the judges are concerned, the judges have told me that there is a transformation of the quality of the evidence. We are now undertaking an actual study as to whether using this facility has impacted the outcome of the cases. But whatever be the outcome, our purpose was to prevent secondary traumatization of the victim and to ensure dignity and fairness to the process of recounting an incident of rape, which at the best of times is difficult and is terrible if you have to do it in an open courtroom and in a close proximity of the perpetrator of the offense. So more than even the success rate, conviction rate that may have been achieved, what I think where this model has succeeded is ensuring dignity to the victim. We have also recorded the profiles of the accused and the victims, and we have we are now the study is underway of 5,300 such cases. So we'll actually have an empirical evaluation of the nature, difficulties, problems, status of accused persons as well as victims in rape. So this was a very simple idea. It's a very simple methodology, simple, a simple initiative. But it was purely a judicial intervention, a judicial innovation, and a judicial initiative. So this instance actually highlights what you can do looking around you. Whether you decide to take up a model of, somebody tells us, there are people who have put out refrigerators outside restaurants and tell people to leave their leftover food for any homeless and a poor person to take. But this is concern for the poor, and it does not require any financial outlay, and anybody can do it. Remember, simple ideas with resolute determination can solve various complex issues plaguing our society, and more importantly, hampering nations' development. You have to be mindful of your role in society and humble about your existence and place in it. I would urge each one of you to inculcate these indispensable values. All this advice can be summed up in a quote by the revered Shri J.R.D. Tata. He said, and I quote, "No success or achievement in material terms is worthwhile unless it serves the needs or interests of the country and its people and is achieved by fair and honest means." Dear students, all of you are going to get your degrees today. I understand that a big proportion of students who are graduating today are from the discipline of law. I wish to draw their attention to their pursuit of justice and ensuring that you are able to ensure justice in the community. Most importantly, please remember that access to justice by itself is a challenge. I will not elaborate on this because I think it's late and I must close. But you must remember also that access to justice simply does not mean access to the courts. Access to justice is way beyond. People in the community and the society have to overcome barriers which you cannot even imagine. They are not only financial, they are not only related to illiteracy, but barriers on account of psychology, barriers on account of lack of knowledge of systems, barrier on account of fear of courtrooms, barrier on account of a fear that you may not be believed if you come to the court, barriers on account of fear of ostracization from the community or society. So these are issues which so many of the people are grappling with, and each one of you must be conscious of this. I will recount one small incident. The year was 2006. I was a single judge sitting on the writ jurisdiction in the court. I called out a case, and an 80-plus man with a long beard going up to his waist stood up before me. I spoke to him in Hindi. Baba, problem kya hai? What is your problem? And it transpired that in the emergency demolitions in the Turkman Gate in the year 1975-76, his 7 feet by 8 feet tenement had been demolished by the government. Now that tenement was not only his home, but it was also his place of business. He had 6 children. It was a Muslim family. He had 6 children. And in that little room, 7 by 8 feet room, they were all living, and he was also undertaking the business of repairing his furniture. Turkman Gate is about 1.5 kilometers or 2 kilometers, or maximum of 3 kilometers from the Delhi High Court. This man had been identified for rehabilitation by the municipal corporation immediately after emergency came to an end. He was found eligible for and entitled to an allotment of a flat, but the municipal corporation issued him the slip recognizing his right, but did not give him the property. To walk the path of 3 kilometers, which is about 1.5 miles, it took this man from 1976 to 2006. That is almost 30 years to traverse. We are not talking of a tribal villager in the interiors of Madhya Pradesh or the northeast. We are talking of a citizen of Delhi who we expect automatically would have the means and the ability to articulate his rights and seek their enforcement. So 30 years it took for this man to come to the High Court to say that I was identified for rehabilitation, yet the municipal corporation has not given me the flat. So when I asked the municipal corporation lawyer, how can you not give him his flat? You're bound to do so. The corporation's reply was delay and latches. This man has waited 30 years, so he's not entitled to the allotment of the property which he had been identified for. So when I pointed out to them that you have recognized his right, you are responsible for the demolition, you have not been able to, it was your responsibility. You took away this man's house, which was his right to shelter is a fundamental right. It's an essential part of the right to life under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. So I said, you violated his constitutional right. What delay and latches are you talking about? So they were vehemently protesting. They took adjournments, filed all kinds of affidavit. I turned to that man, not to his lawyer, and asked him, what took him 30 years to come to the court? He said, Madam, when my house was demolished, I was least concerned about the house. I was looking for the nearest tree under which I could place this family of mine, where my wife could cook somehow and provide for the children. He says, living on the pavement, I suffered an accident and was hospitalized for a good many years. They had to put all kinds of nails, etc., into my hip and my knees, and I was completely incapacitated. I asked this man, have your children gone to school? He looked at me and laughed. He said, there was no food to eat even. We were living under a tree. Where is the question of going to school? So I asked the corporation lawyer, here haven't we, by our cruel negligence, and it was, to my mind, it was a duty to ensure that the house was given to this man. Haven't we, now we have created such a tremendous, we've been completely unjust to this family, but created a body of a family of 6 illiterate children who would be such a burden on the community and the society because they were not equipped to earn. They were not prepared to listen. I passed a judgment holding that delay and latches, you cannot impact violation of fundamental rights. There's nothing like limitation, there's nothing like delay and latches. It was their statutory. No, but it doesn't end here. It was their statutory duty to have, they were responsible for the demolition. There were several other legal grounds, and I directed a time-bound period within which they had to give the flat. They didn't tell me they had allotted the flat to somebody else. I also noted that. Unfortunately, that case always stayed with me. It always worried me. And I always wanted to know what happened. Only recently I asked my law researcher, that case, I always want to know. You sometimes want to know, the justice of the case, whether the person was able to get the property. They had appealed to the division bench against my decision, and only on delay and latches the division bench overturned my judgment. So I don't know what became of that family. But what I want to point out is that, it's not only law, but it's public policy, it's your knowledge of business law, your international law. No matter which field you go, there is no reason as to why you should not engage with causes relating to social change and social justice. Look for rights. I had a case of a brigadier who sought a stay of a transfer to a hard posting on the ground that he had a autistic child suffering from cerebral palsy who was attending a particular school where he needed to complete the course. This request for stay of a transfer for 6 months was opposed by the 6 generals who came to my court. And they were so vehement that this man had been accommodated repeatedly. Very easy case. Transfer is a matter which is attached to your terms of service. You cannot prohibit or stay it. But this wasn't a case of a transfer relating to the brigadier's service. So I asked the army officers if they were trying to argue that this brigadier had actually prayed for a mentally challenged child so that he could make requests for postings. Obviously, the answer was no. And they had no clue when I asked them about how difficult it is to manage a child, an 18-year-old male child with cerebral palsy. That child had to be assisted to the toilet, his shaving, his everything, and it's impossible to get caregivers for disabled, mentally challenged persons in India. So I had stayed the order, but not on grounds of the request of the army officer, but holding that the case involved the rights of that disabled child. So this was an innovation I'm sharing with you. So when you have a problem, don't look at it as a problem. Look for a solution. Look for out-of-the-box solutions and hit them like that. So I will close by saying that you must remember what Napoleon Hill has said. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way, and you will go a long, long way. I will close with my best wishes to all of you for very successful lifetimes. Please remember, success doesn't mean that you have to be CEOs or managing directors of multinational companies. Find your path, find your calling, do only what makes you happy, but in all of that, compete only with yourself. All the best, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Justice Mittal. And now we come to the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes. But before we begin, I would like to beg your brief indulgence. As Professor Morty noted that this year, we lost a member of our community after a valiant struggle with cancer. That was Professor Andrew W. Hay. Andrew was the founding assistant dean of the Jindal School of Liberal Arts and Humanities and was known as a person who transcended disciplines. In his warmth, creativity, and compassion are things that we really miss as part of our current community. And so in light of his passing, and in honor of his memory, the Jindal School of Liberal Arts and Humanities has created the Andrew W. Hay Award for Most Creative Thesis. This award will be given to the student who best embodies Andrew's spirit of creativity, interdisciplinarity, and breadth. This award will be given out normally during the rest of the awards, but this year, the winners of this award are Olivia Sebastian and Akshay Sharan. Yeah. Yes. And they already have received their award, so thank you very much. Get brief music. So, and now the awarding of degrees. I would like to please invite to the stage Professor Gianni Banerjee, Professor Jasmeet Kaur, Professor Saloni Kandaria, and Professor Jasmeet Gulati, who will help read the names of the graduates. All right, I would like to call the Dean of JSLH, Professor Kathleen Madrowski, to join the stage.
Hello, so I'll call out 5 names at a time. Students, please make your way to the stage accordingly. So the first is BA Honors in Liberal Arts students. The first 5 up are Abhas Garg, Adya Malladi, Andrita Deb, Aditya Pratap Singh, and Akshay Sharan. Could the 5 of you please come up? The next 5 are Aksheta Yadav, Ansh Seth, Arham Khan, Chandni Singh, Dhananjay Khurana. Dhruv Sinha, Divya Kapoor, Ekalavya Chadha, Harjot Singh, Jairaj Singh Garg. So Dhruv Sinha, Divya Kapoor, Ekalavya Chadha, Harjot Singh, Jairaj Singh Garg. Kanika Dabra, Kanishk Singhal, Nikita Achanta, Olivia Sebastian, Pavni Pegatraju. Kanika Dabra, Kanishk Singhal, Nikita Achanta, Olivia Sebastian, Pavni Pegatraju. Porus Jain, Rohan Ismail, Venkat Roshan Rawalur, Sahir Abrol, Saloni Nagpal. Sandhya Agarwal, Sanjana Chandrasekharan, Sanskriti Singh, Sarthak Datta, Shreya Kaul. Shrishti Sabu, Srivatsan Manivanan, Sukaina Hussain, Tarika Perez, Vedika Jain, and Verzan Sutaria. Verzan Sutaria. I'll now call out the names of...
I would like to request Professor R. Sudarshan to please come to the stage. Yes.
I'll call out names of students from the MA Public Policy program. First up is Aditya, Anna Claudina Moniz, Ankita, Anmol Jain, Aparna Raman. Aparna Shivaraman, Arzu, Deepika, Dilson, Disha. Divya, Gitika, Kanika, Manashri, Rumana. Tashi, Tenzin Dolma, Tenzing Nawang, Thayana, Vani Segal. Vasant, Vaishali, Minuka Nirmalin Matthew. Priyamvada, Saurabh Sood, Rajneesh Vadera.
All right. I would like thank you very much, Dean Sudarshan. Thank you for coming to the dais. Dean Cholia, please join the dais. And just as a gentle reminder, graduates, please remain in your seats until the end of the convocation. That goes for parents too. Thank you.
Starting with the names of MADLV students, Aaron Mirza, Anashwara, Carlo, Dionisio, Elisa. I'll repeat the names. Aaron Mirza, Anashwara, Carlo, Dionisa, Elisa. Fatafehi, Indira, Isufu, Crystal Fane. Fatafehi, Indira, Isufu, Crystal Fane. Repeating the names again, Fatafehi, Indira, Isufu and Crystal Fane. Meher Kakkar, Poonam, Raghunandan, Shantanu and Shubham. Meher Kakkar, Poonam, Raghunandan, Shantanu and Shubham. Shubhi, Tashi, Tripat, Sankan and Kevin. Swati Paul, Karmaine and Karan Bidani. Starting with the names of BAGA. Starting with the names of BAGA, Akriti, Aditya, Ambedkar, Anna and Ankita. Anurag, Atharv, Vaikund, Bhavna and DM Varun. Hima Bindu, Kartikeya, Kaushik, Mehul and Muhammad Ali Khan. Nupur, Pranank, Purna, Puru Suhag, Sai Sharan and Sanjana. Shukriya, Shweta, Siddharth, Suchitra and Tahira. Vedansh and Vrinda Garg.
Right. Thank you, Dean Chaliev. May I please invite the Dean of the Business School, Dr. Tapan Panda, to join the stage.
Requesting all JGBS students to come side by side the stage, please. All JGBS students, please. Calling students from MBA first. Aditi, Aditya, Aishwarya, Ankit and Apurva. I'm repeating the names, calling from MBA first. Aditi, Aditya, Aishwarya, Ankit and Apurva. Aditi, Aditya, Aishwarya, Ankit and Apurva. All right, Ashima, Ashish, Assis Kaur, Atish and Banat Tejdeep. Ashima, Ashish, Assis, Atish and Banat Tejdeep. Chirag, Gaurav, Gautam, Himanshu, Himanshu Bayala and Himanshu Dudani. Chirag, Gaurav, Gautam, Himanshu Bayala and Himanshu Dudani. Jaswant, Jigyasa, Kajal, Monica and Mudit. Jaswant, Jigyasa, Kajal, Monica and Mudit. Parag, Parth, Bansal. Parag, Parth Bansal, Parth Patel, Pranita and Rajshri. Parag, Parth Bansal, Parth Patel, Pranita and Rajshri. S. Kumar, Sagar, Sarthak, Shikha and Shivam. S. Kumar, Sagar, Sarthak, Shikha and Shivam. Shrutesh, Shubham, Shubhasis. Shrutesh, Shubham, Shubhasis, Vasudha and Vijil. Vasudha, Vijil, no. Vasudha, Vijil, Vikas, Varis and Rahul. Sankalp Dheer. Vikas, Varis Akhtar, Rahul Sharma, Sankalp Dheer. Starting with IBM names now. Akash, Abhinav, Ambika, Ashish. Akash, Abhinav, Ambika, Ashish. Ashwatej, Chandrima, Garima. Ashwatej, Chandrima, Garima. Himanshi, Ishita, Jatin, Medhavini and Manisha. Himanshi, Ishita, Jatin, Medhavini and Manisha. Nimisha, Parth, Parvesh and Pratik. Nimisha, Parth, Parvesh and Pratik. Rishi, Rishika, Sahil, Sajal and Shivam. Rishika, Rishi, Sahil, Sajal and Shivam. Snehal, Shrushti, Tanushri, Vishul and Yatin. Snehal, Shrushti, Tanushri, Vishul and Yatin.
Thank you, Dean Toppin, for all of your help. Thank you. And now I would like to invite Professor Gudmundur Eriksson and Professor Srijit S.G., Vice Dean at the Law School, to join the dais.
I now call upon students from LLM Tax, Sashi, Shri, Nibhir, Muskan, Chirag, Pooja. LLM Tax. Sashi, Shri, Nibhir, Muskan, Chirag and Pooja.
What do we need more? We need to...
LLM students, please. LLM students for tax. Sashi, Shri, Nibhir, Muskan, Chirag, Pooja. I don't know where they. Okay, I'm just proceeding. LLM IPR, Subramanyam, Sai, Medha, Pavana, Nishant. Aparna, Devender, Arani, Jesslyn, Pranjal, Anurima. Shefali, Anmol, Vishali, Kruti, Karthik, Akhilendra. Nikhileshwar, Kartiki, Ayushi, Purnami, Nabamita, Abhinav. Tanvi, Sonal, Mona, Vinayak, Satya, Asmita. Sahiba, Nishu, Stuti, Abhinav, Deepa, Mohammad, Malvika. Nishan. I now call upon students from LLB 2015, Abhinav Mehrotra, Abhinav Sharma, Agastya, Amartya, Ananya, Anjali. Archita, Arman, Ashwin, Bhuvan, Desri, Dhruv, Harsh. Ishita, Jayveer, Jo, Karthik, Kartiki, Kasika. Kavya, Kshitij, Kumar, Shaurish, Mohit, Navna, Nihit, Nirav. Paritosh, Pranav, Pranshu, Prashant, Pratibha Rao, Priya, Raghav. Raj, Rajan, Randeep, Rohit, Ruxana, Sakshi. सार्थक, सृष्टि, सुहावी, सूर्याक्ष, उत्कर्षा, वैभव, विनय, वसुधा. Vasudha, Ahuja, Vrinda. I now call upon students from BBA LLB 2013. Akash, Aman, Aman Dahiya, Aman Garg, Amulya, Ananya, Madhusudan, Anish. अनमोल, अंश, अर्पित, अर्श, बरखा, चांदनी। दिव्यांगी, हार्दिक, इशनीत, जयंतिका, क्षितिज, गुप्ता, लक्ष्य, लोविश। मयंक, मृणाल, पारस, प्रज्ञा, प्रखर, रश्मि, ऋषभ। ऋषभ गुप्ता, रोहन यादव, रोहित, समीक्षा, साम्यक, सत्यम। सत्यम, शरण, सृष्टि, सोनल, सूर्या, तन्मय, तनुज। तुषार, वैभव, वरुण, व्योम।
I'll start with the BA LLB 2013 batch. Akash Jindal, Aarti, Arushi, Abhijit, Abhilasha. Abhinish, Abhiruchi, Abhishek Jain, Abhivrat Arya, Aditi. Aditya Aryan, Agnish, Aishwarya Kumar, Aishwarya Singh, Ajitesh, Soni, Akansha Singh. Akshit, Amartya, Amit, Amara, Anand Kumar Rao. Anita, Anirban, Anisha, Ankit, Anshula Dafal, Anushka. Apurva Singh, Apurva Yadav, Arjun, Arushi Avasti, Asmita, Astha Singh. Avani, Avantika, Ayushi, Bhavna, Brian, Chiranjeev. Chitresh, Rual Matthew, Cynthia, Diksha, Deepti, Degalal. Dev Agnihotri, Dev Alkesh, Devashish, Devyani, Dhruv Mittal, Dhruv Yadav. Disha Rangi, Divya Rai, Divyam, Diya Kapoor, Dawn Darrell, Erica. Aisha, Faguni, Gautam, Gaurang, Govind Singh Shekhawat, Hardika. Haridya, Harsh, Harshil, Harshit, Hira Nafis, Himanshu. Hitendra, Ishita, Ishita Joshi, Kanavveer, Kanavviren, Kanishk. Karan Gaur, Karan Mahala, Karan Raj Singh, Karthik Kumar, Karthik Singh, Khushbu. Kriti Gupta, Kritika, Kunappa, Lakshay, Masha, Madhavi.
I would like to remind parents that we are taking high quality photos of your children.
Madhur Mahajan, Mahesh Bhanu, Mallika, Mantaran Singh Bhuman, Mayuka Sa, Mishal.
Graduates, please return to your seats.
Mitisha Dhaka, Mohit Malik, Mrigang, Mrinal, Namandeep, Namitha.
Everybody, please wait 3 seconds for the cameras. Thank you.
Narayan Gupta, Nau Botla, Navya, Neha, Nikhil Santosh, Nirupam. P. Rama Rayudu, Pallavi Agarwal, Parikshit, Partha Sarthi Mishra, Kosmeti Padma, Pranav Kumar Kothura.
Remember, 3 seconds. 1, 2.
Pranjal, Pranjal Jain, Pranshu Bansal, Pratham, Prithvika, Prithviraj. Priyank Agarwal, Priyanka De, Priyanka Shambhat, Pujita, Puru Jain, Rahul.
Graduates, once you have gotten your degree, your degree folder, please leave the area and go back to your seats. Thank you.
राहुल शेखर, रजत, राजीव गांधी, राजकुमार जैन, राजश्री जायसवाल, रजुल शर्मा। रश्मि, रेशव, रिया, ऋषभ गुप्ता, ऋषभ कुमार ठाकुर, ऋषिका। ऋषिकेश, रिया, रोहन मैथ्यू, रोहन नंदल, रोहिणी, रोहित शर्मा। ऋषिकेश, रिया, रोहन मैथ्यू, रोहन नंदल, रोहिणी राठौर। रोहित, रौनक, रुबिका, रिदम, साक्षी। सफीना, साई साके, साई तेजा, सक्षम।
Yeah, graduates, please continue to move. Thank you very much.
साक्षी, समर, सम्या, संयम। सरगम, सर्वास्वा, सात्विका, सौदामिनी, सायेशा। शान, शैलेश, शंकर लूथरा, शांतनु सिंह, शाश्वत जिंदल। शीतल अग्रवाल, शिल्पा जजूरा, शिवम मित्तल, शिवम पतंजलि, शिवांगी गुप्ता। शौर्य बारी, श्रीमोय, श्रिया, सृष्टि। श्रुति, शुभम गिल, शुभांकर गुप्ता, शुभांकर परिजात। श्वेतांक सोनी, सिद्धांत शेट्टी, सिद्धार्थ सिंह, सिमरन भिंडर। सोहम गुहा रॉय, सोनू अरोरा, सौम्या रंजन दास, सौम्या दीप। सौभाग्य लक्ष्मी, सृष्टि मुखर्जी, श्रुति बधू, शुभजीत। सुमेर आहूजा, सुनिधि बांसल, सुप्रिया मलिक, सूरज योगानंद। सुजैन कुरियन, तन्वी भारती, तुषार जीत सिंह, उरु शर्मा। वैभव बांका, वैष्णवी सांकर, वंदिता खन्ना, वरुण जगन्नाथ। वरुणा जुनेजा, वासुदेव देवदासन, वसुधा सिंह, वेदिका भंडारी। विदुषी दीक्षित, विक्रम सिंह बैद, विकसित, विनय कृष्णा। विनायक हर्षवर्धन, विनितिका, विशाल सिंह ठाकुर, विविध शाह। वृंदा सिंह, यश प्रशांत, यशस्विन, योगेश जैन। योजित मेहरा, आराध्या दीक्षित, अविनाश कुमार, हरिराम। साहिद जीवी, सीरत मीर, श्रीजा, मधुरिया। Now I call upon Satyajit Mahanti and Muthu Charan Sundaresh.
Still? Oh, there's still more? Thank you very much, everybody. And we are almost finished. I would now request the Honorable Chancellor to dissolve the convocation.
I dissolve the convocation.